Hi Pisces. So during the pre-shuffle, I saw the Hierophant reversed and the Ace of Wands. So you could be currently in a relationship or dealing with someone in a friends with benefits kind of situation. That Hierophant reverse is somebody who doesn't want a commitment or somebody who's very non-traditional. And then that Ace of Wands is, that's the dick. So you could be dealing with somebody in a friends with benefits or somebody who just wants to have sex but not want to commit. But other than that, I pre-shuffled. So let's get this going. So what happened with Pisces and their person in the recent past? So in the recent past, somebody had a hard time moving on here. This Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody here had a hard time moving forward. What's going on in the current energy? Yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, somebody's really having a hard time. So somebody's having a hard time moving forward, and somebody's just not doing anything at all here with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. How does Pisces person view them? Okay, so with the Emperor in reverse, they view you as somebody who doesn't have any boundaries. They view you as somebody who's kind of out of control. So are you acting kind of, are you acting weird because of the breakup maybe? And you're acting like somebody nuts? Because that Emperor in reverse, that Emperor in the upright is also someone who's very stern, very forceful, very controlling. So that Emperor in reverse is 10 times worse. That Emperor in reverse is really some nasty energy. So they could view you as just being really an asshole. How do you view yourself, Pisces? So you view yourself as the High Priestess in reverse. So you view yourself as somebody who maybe is having a hard time using their intuition, maybe. Why is this all happening? Why is this happening? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody here let go of something. Somebody here released something. And I'm thinking somebody here released the relationship. And that's why this is all happening. No longer holding on or holding back. They just released it. How is Pisces person coming towards them? So they've given up. They've given up with this Nine of Wands in reverse. I know you guys. All these cards are in reverse. But I swear, when they come out in reverse, they just come out in reverse. What is hidden that Pisces doesn't know about? So this person has made a decision here with this Two of Wands in reverse. They're no longer at a fork in the road. They've made a decision. And I got a feeling they decided on someone else or decided to leave the relationship. With this Four of Pentacles in reverse, they've released it. They've released it. What is the advice from Tarot? So the advice from Tarot is the Hierophant, which in this deck is called the High Priest, but it's the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. So the advice is commitment or some sort of traditional something. So I'm thinking that it means to hold on to your traditional values. Just because this person doesn't want to do things in a traditional way doesn't mean that you shouldn't not want that. It just means you can't get that with this person. But we'll clarify. And what is the outcome? Is a King of Cups. So you got somebody coming towards you who wants to offer you, because the King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally balanced. They're normally a husband and a father. So this is somebody who wants to offer a commitment. So you got somebody who wants to offer you some kind of emotion, and that could be why the tarot is saying hold on to the fact that you want to be in a commitment. Don't just settle if this arrangement that's here is not something that you want. So because you got somebody coming in with that King of Cups. Could be another water sign. So let's see. Let's clarify. Why is this Six of Swords in reverse in Pisces recent past? Yeah, so so I'm gonna say this because I saw this Ace of Wands in the pre-shuffle. The sex was good with y'all. Somebody had a hard time moving away from the dick, and it's you, Pisces woman. So you had a hard time moving past, or you are having a hard time moving past that Ace of Wands there. Yeah. So somebody here no longer wants to collaborate. Somebody no longer wants to collaborate, so they don't want to be in a committed relationship. But somebody here is having a hard time moving past the sex, and it's you, Pisces. So this Knight of Pentacles in the current energy is just not doing anything. In the upright, it's slow moving. In the reverse, they're not doing anything. So you got the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Wands talks about commitment, right? I'm sorry, my nails is giving me a hard time. I can't hardly pick up the cards. But okay, so you got the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. This person is not moving towards commitment at all. At all. At all. When I saw that Hierophant in reverse in the pre-shuffle, that told me that they're the kind of person who is maybe afraid of commitment, scared of commitment, could already be in a commitment. I mean, but they're just one of those people who, you know, those men who say marriage is just a piece of paper, that type of thing. Let's not put labels on it. They're one of them kind of people. So, you know, they're not moving. If you're wanting commitment, they're not moving anywhere towards that. Actually, they're very closed off and blocked off to that, to be honest with you. They don't want nothing to do with a commitment. With that Seven of Wands, could be dealing with a fire sign. So they view you as the Emperor in reverse. So they view you as really being an asshole, because that's what that Emperor in reverse means. Yeah, they view you as somebody that they could not be victorious with, or somebody who they could not make the relationship work with. They view you as someone who you probably wouldn't conform to what it is that they would be offering, which is fine. You don't have to. But that's just how they view you. And you could not be being an asshole, but they could just view you that way because, you know, that's the position I'm reading for right now. So why is this Six of Wands in reverse? They also view you as someone who is choosing to be blind to the fact. So I really feel like they've probably told you that they don't want a commitment. They may have told you that in the very beginning, that they didn't want a commitment. And you've chosen to be blind to that fact and not hear what they have told you. So that's how they view you. You view yourself as the High Priestess in reverse. So you could view yourself as somebody who's having a hard time using their intuition. You could view yourself as somebody who's having a hard time closing off to this person, which I believe because of that Six of Swords and that Ace of Wands in the recent past. You view yourself as somebody who wants to communicate with them, which I believe. You probably want to call them for, you know, some sex. You view yourself as somebody who's watching them, stalking them. So that means you could be watching their Facebook pages, their social media. You could be literally watching them. Could be dealing with an air sign here. And you view yourself as somebody who's closed off emotionally. But I really feel like you're closed off emotionally to other people. Not necessarily this person. But because you're so caught up in this person, you're closed off emotionally to everybody else. So really, your heart chakra is probably blocked. While this is all happening, is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody has released this, and I'm assuming it's them. They're probably like, hey, you know, we'll never be on the same page, and I'm releasing this. Yeah, they no longer want to have any kind of balance. They no longer want to have any kind of give and take. They no longer want to be in this. Yeah, somebody here was confused and stagnant, just not doing anything. I don't even think they're confused. I just think they're just not going to do anything. You could be dealing with they're just not going to do anything. Period, with that Hangman. And I think some kind of new truth or clarity came out, which I think the new truth or clarity is that they don't want a commitment. They're not going to commit to this. And they've released it. So how they're coming towards you is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So they've given up. Again, they have released this. They're holding back from you. They're holding back emotion from you. So they're not giving to this at all. They are holding back from it and not giving anything. They've released it, given up, and holding back. And they've made a final decision to give up on this. They made a final decision to give up on this here with this Judgment card. What's hidden is the Two of Wands. So they're not at a crossroads anymore with this Two of Wands in reverse. They're no longer at a crossroads. They've made a decision. And actually, they've made a final decision here with this Judgment card. They've actually made a final decision. They're done with it. They are rejecting. If you were to come towards them, they're going to reject you. So don't. Because they're going to reject you. They've made a decision to reject this. It's done. It's done. Okay? Whether you know it or not, whether they've said it to you, I'm telling you it's done. This Tower card, it's done. So the advice from Tarot is the Hierophant. And I really feel like it is saying to you, just because you want a relationship and this person doesn't want to give you that, don't abandon your values, because you're entitled to have your values. So why is this Hierophant card here? Yes, it's telling you to turn away and to turn and walk away from this. You walk away from this emotionally. So that first thing you need to stop doing is having sex with them. And you need to walk away. Or it's telling you to walk away from this relationship. But to me, it was never a relationship. So it was never a committed relationship, probably. A lot of water here. A lot of water, a lot of fire. It's telling you to take no action. Take no action with this Queen of Wands in reverse. So the outcome, I think you have somebody coming in. You have a King of Cups coming in, so a fellow water sign. This could also be you. So it could be saying that you're going to gain some emotional balance. Because that King of Cups is somebody who doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve, but they're very emotionally balanced. Let's see. Oh, 2 cards came out. Okay. So I think this is what it's saying. Once you gain this emotionally balance, because this is you, really. So once you gain emotional balance and learn not to wear your heart on your sleeve, there will be no more conflict around your love life. The conflict around you will stop in terms of your love life. And you won't tolerate. Hold on a second. Let me get this card. So you had the Five of Wands in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So this is something that's not, there are no more secrets. There's no illusions. You'll know exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There won't be that dark heaviness over your love life. Once you learn, because I think you need some balance. I think that you're the kind of person who probably, or at least in this relationship, because you were so attached physically, you probably let this person walk all over you and tolerated a lot of things that you shouldn't have, right? Which caused an imbalance. You were giving and they were taking and you weren't receiving anything. Like I said, this King of Cups, which represents you, this is a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Once you become the King of Cups, which is an emotionally balanced person, mature, balanced, but it is someone who does not wear their heart on their sleeve. So you don't give your emotions away easily. This king doesn't. Very balanced. Once you do that, the chaos around your love life will cease. And you won't feel that heaviness. You won't feel disillusion in the relationships, because you'll figure out that there has to be an equal balance, and that you should not be giving more than you're receiving. And then an Emperor will come. Now the Emperor is all of the kings in one. That's what the Emperor is. This is Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries, meeting an Aries. But this is somebody who's a business person, a husband, a father, very stable. very mature. Now, they could be a little controlling. They like things done their way. But this could also be you gaining control of your relationships, because that Emperor is very much in control. And you will no longer feel tied and bound to situations. And you won't allow people to backstab you, basically. You won't allow that. And then you'll get to a point to where you can open your heart up. You'll get to a point where you can open your heart and offer emotion. But you'll do it with some kind of contingencies, which you should. You shouldn't just give emotion just as to someone who doesn't deserve it. So, and you need to use your intuition. See, over here, how you viewed yourself as someone who couldn't get in touch with their intuition. So that means that you were making decisions, basically, that probably if you could get in touch with your intuition, it would advise you against it. So Pisces, I hope this was a good reading for you. I hope you got out of it what you need to get out of it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.